H-Dtv is brought to you by Harley-Davidson Financial Services, Northside Harley-Davidson, and the Fraser Harley-Davidson Group, Gasoline Alley Queensland, Geelong Harley-Davidson, and the Bayford Group, celebrating 100 years, along with Harley-Davidson Australia.
Gotta get on the road, gotta get on the gas. Got that white line fever, I really wanna pass. Gotta stay on the road, that feels like home. While sitting on my honey, I'm never alone.
It's Labor Day weekend, and bike and car enthusiasts are rolling into the town of Whittlesea for the annual Cotton Ball Run to the Brighter Days Festival in Bright, Victoria. Brighter Days has become a big one on the calendar for most auto lovers, while raising funds for our chosen charities, Deborah, EB Research and SUDS. With plenty of bikes, cars and music, the event draws huge crowds looking for a good time. That includes Dundo and Paul. A new member to the H-Dtv team is Lucy, and she's pumped.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive weekend. Plenty of bikes and some pretty groovy cars there too. A couple of Mustangs back there. Compliments of Bayfords, I believe, but pretty sexy looking little machine there.
Oh, indeed.
I believe you're on a new toy too, Lucinda.
Indeed I am. I'm on the new Roadster.
One of my favourites. Got to rip around Canberra on one of those last year. Love them.
I know, I was riding up today just thinking, I love my bike.
Well, I'll tell you what, little hot tip, don't leave the keys in it or it'll go missing.
But you don't have to ride to be part of the Cotton Ball Run.
Right, this is Tess, Maddie, Jazz, Izzy and Ash, all ready for the Cotton Ball Run. So one day, Tess, you can have one of these. You want one? All right. See you in, where are we going to?
Brighter Days.
Brighter Days. Woohoo!
Today's the first event for the weekend, and while everyone registers, there's some concerns amongst some of the riders.
The old shovel head going to make it up to Brett? No worries, mate. She'll make it most of the way. I'm sure I'll go.
What about Cole Jones's 61 Duo Glide? Mind you, it should be no trouble with the fastest man on a Harley-Davidson, Corey Buddygig, piloting.
Yeah, it's all right.
And with so many great bikes on display, social media is alive and well.
Brighter Days Snapchat. VDF.snaps.
As riders continue to roll in, someone very important to the weekend's festivities is Simone Baird from the Deborah Foundation.
So excited, I couldn't sleep last night.
Come here, Adam. I want you to meet somebody. Very important.
Hi.
Adam Wright.
Mr. Harley-Davidson.
Oh,
How you going?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Simone
Simone
from
from
Deborah.
Deborah.
We're really
Hi.
proud to be here and support the foundation. Should be great.
Can't thank you enough for what you do, honestly.
That's
it just,
great. Goes towards a good cause.
It does.
Good boy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Really appreciate it.
Before we head off, Dundo gathers the team together.
All right, this is the start of the Brighter Days Festival. Paulie, you happy?
Oh yeah, a lot of people there. Big turnout.
Adam Wright from Harley-Davidson's first year in. Yep. Welcome, Adam.
Ready to go.
Michael Caruana, Ghost. We've got Lucinda over here. We've got Cole from Geelong Harley. We've got Corey Buddygig over there. So he's the fastest rider out of the pack. So now, Adam, you're not riding.
Well,
you're driving. Well, you might.
I've been delegated to the Mustang. I've been
Oh,
told.
you poor thing. Oh. Destination is Bright. One, don't fall off.
With the roar of over 400 engines, the Cotton Ball Run is on its way.
Lots of great bikes, lots of great people, lots of great cars, and can't wait for a very, very big, fun weekend.
The ride to Bright should take around 3 hours, but with everyone in cruise mode, it could take all day. Travelling with the H-Dtv team, it's the first decent ride of the year, and they're loving it. great morning of riding. Time for a quick stop and to check on Lucy.
How's the bike?
Amazing. Got a little bit of paint on my face.
Yeah, like war paint.
I know.
But that's bound to happen when you ride the way Lucy does. And there's a good reason we haven't seen the Mustangs. Adam Wright's been out front driving one.
If you want another toy in your garage sitting along the Harley, this is the baby to get.
Now it looks like Dundo wants a go.
How many horsepower did you say this was?
720 or 740 or
Does that
something.
matter? 20 or 40? You're
No,
the
that's
mechanical
good.
man.
It's about 50 k's difference in the mileage you get on the tyres. You either get 500 k's out of a set of back tyres or about 550.
All right, I'm going in this.
Good luck. Don't get her out of third gear, Dundo.
These Harley-Davidson Mustangs are a big hit, but it's very hard to get Paul Hallam off the real thing.
An oldie, but an absolute goldie. 120 cubic inches of butt-ripping glory. It's a bloody beauty. It's in the road.
Dundo in a Mustang, Adam on a bike, and Lucy won't be far behind on that Roadster. The ride heads onto the Whitfield Road, which is full of twisties for the bikes, a nice stop-off for parched riders, and the cars don't mind the run either. Into Whitfield for a fuel stop, everyone's been loving the ride, except for Adam.
Hops on my bike, copped a wasp in the eye. Look at that. So the plan of attack here, Paulie, we're going to swap riders, correct?
Yep. I know how to beat Adam Wright in a race too. You get one of your trained wasps to hit him in the eyeball, and then you've really got the upper advantage. Otherwise, he bakes it. Bloody hard to hang on to.
As luck would have it, some local campers are on hand to offer help.
Take two now.
And being a marketing director, Adam never downs tools.
We raised quite a bit of money this weekend for the charity.
Fantastic.
So it's a really good cause.
Beautiful, yeah.
No, it's great.
We'll see you in Bright next year.
Looking forward to
book early.
Yeah, we'll be there. We're going to be in there.
Thanks, guys.
Okay,
See you, mate. Thank you again.
Take care. Bye.
Back on the road, it's a short ride over to the Paul Punker pub, where everyone gathers before the parade into Bright. But with so many bikes, there's some logistics to go through with the local authorities.
We go through the roundabout in town by Willis, straight through.
And on hand to greet the riders, as always, is Team Cooper. The Cotton Ball Run has finally landed in Bright.
There they are, boys. Nice one.
Yeah.
Dundo and Paul are like kids in a candy shop.
I know you two.
Day one has certainly delivered, and with everyone settling in, the Brighter Days Festival is ready to rock. The Brighter Days Festival is off to a cracking start, with over 400 cars and bikes registering for the Cotton Ball Run to Bright. It's now the morning of day two, and to the delight of all riders, today starts with the Cooper Card Run, named after little Cooper Truan, who passed away via SUDC, sudden unexplained death in children, and Dundo was with his parents.
Rob and Kylie Truan, so this is named after Cooper, the card run today, and what a turn up, you happy?
Absolutely.
It's amazing. It's huge.
So far, the festival has raised enough money to start a research foundation in the USA, dedicated to finding a cure. But right now, Paul's at Harley Central checking out the bikes.
Brighter days, here we are, Saturday morn, not far after the crack of dawn actually, and the turnout is just sensational. Haven't seen this many CVOs in one lump in my whole life. Check out what I've found. This is the latest and greatest. Road King in hard candy hot rod red. That looks like a serious bit of me, what do you reckon? A yummy little sporty here in my favourite colour, whiskey amber, but with a butte silver stripe to it and then black underneath, highlighting the black engine. That would be a little treasure. My dad used to say, God bless his soul, if it doesn't go, chrome it. But with a Harley, you can get both. You can get all this chrome and something that goes like shit off a shovel.
Dundo and Paul today are going head-to-head in the Harley-Davidson Mustangs from Bayford and Mustang Motorsport. Everyone who loves a Harley loves a good muscle car, and vice versa. And these boys are no different.
Good job, the others are right. All got speeding fines, so that worked well.
Today's ride is a card run with a difference. 5 stops, 5 cards. If you don't like your hand, you can buy another one and keep buying until you're happy or until you win.
So hopefully we get a winner today. Yeah.
And of course, everyone has the same thought.
We've got the Jack of Spades for the start of the poker run. Good start.
We're going to win today.
But not if these two have their way.
All right, so Michael, this is my first year here. Can you explain what exactly we're doing?
Yeah, we're going to cheat.
We're going to cheat?
No. What we're going to do is we're going to pick up a card every time we stop.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and then we'll make a flush and see what happens.
Yeah, I've got a good feeling about this.
I'm feeling great
so
already.
We're a team, you and I, both
So you're
of
the
us.
Queen of Diamonds already.
I am the Queen. Go figure.
Though the ride is all about a good time and raising funds, it's also about safety.
All right, everybody, if we can have your attention. Thanks for coming to the Cooper Card Run for 2017. Give yourselves a big clap for turning up. Thank you. Now, before we get underway with some instructions, I just want to pass on one bit of information. Give yourselves plenty of time. It's not a race. You're going to have a lot of fun, but we don't want anybody to get hurt.
And with the all clear, it's time for Coxie, the flag marshal, to get the show on the road.
I tell you what, there's more leather here than at a leather shop in Toorak Road, I want to tell you. Stick around, we're just about to start this.
Coxie, you might have missed it.
They're on the way, folks.
I feel like I'm just rolling onto the grid at Bathurst at the moment. Absolute pleasure of driving the latest and greatest Mustang here.
The sound of 400 engines leaving Bright puts a smile on everyone's dial. And the riding through the Toowoomba Gap makes it even better. These quiet country roads make it an ideal destination for being on a Harley. And we'll be back with more great riding from the Brighter Days Festival after the break. We're at Brighter Days, and Dundo and Paul are having a bit of fun in the Stangs.
I'm going to ring Paulie. He's in the car. He's in that car below me. How's your rig?
It feels bloody great. I'll tell you what, the back of yours looks pretty tricked too.
I'm going to let them go a bit. We might have a bit of a play. What do you reckon, Paulie?
Oh, I don't want to crash it.
Don't do that.
Not that much play.
But being Paul Hallam, it doesn't take too much encouragement.
Oh, wow!
How's that for you?
Yeah, I tell you what, the traction control still steps it out on that, doesn't it?
Paul's beaten Lucy to the second card stop at Mount Beauty, but she has other concerns.
Were you sitting behind me?
Now we've got to do it
How'd
faster.
I look?
Yeah, great.
Great?
Awesome.
Paul wastes no time in wheeling and dealing.
Oh, good setup there, because you might get another race to go with that. I could sell you this one here.
Okay.
Hey!
While Paul hustles, Lucy's got a pair.
Are you feeding him?
I'm set, dead set.
Is she feeding him, Mick, or not?
I'm serious.
Who gave you them?
Doubting me?
Who gave you them?
I picked them.
Okay, all
I
right.
picked them. Don't you dare, Paulie.
I need to just have a little bit of a look.
Go on, Paul, what
do
have you
this.
got?
You go
I'll
first.
show
me yours.
I'll show you mine.
Are you ready to lose?
Oh, look at that.
Hang on, does that mean am I better?
It's definitely game on. Time for card 3. And Paul isn't letting Lucy out of his sights. A popular watering hole, riders were keen for this stop at the Dedarang Hotel.
I haven't seen this many bikes in Koowa Valley ever before. Seen a few runs go through here, but this year's Brighter Days is bigger than Texas.
So we're having fun? Yeah. What's your favourite bike?
The one with the sidecar.
The sidecar. Is this your first year or?
Second.
Second year here.
Yeah.
You love it?
Love it. Wouldn't miss it.
Isn't it amazing?
Fantastic.
And what a day they've put on for us.
I know. But everyone's just in such a great mood because it's all fundraising and it's just everyone's happy.
You're watching H-Dtv.
Good one, kids. Back in Bright, the sun is out, where families of the riders enjoy this fantastic location, and the locals couldn't be happier.
It's a wonderful event, this one. I've watched it grow every year. It's great for the community here as well. It brings in lots of cash for us too, so we're all happy.
Not so happy is Dundo. Being the president doesn't help when you've got to account for 7 of your mates' raffle tickets.
Shouting these blokes a ticket. If they win,
that's right.
I can't win it. Neither can he.
Neither can I.
Back on the ride, everyone's heading for the 4th card at the Paul Punker pub. Lucy's used to wearing makeup, but not this sort of foundation.
That's a rider's face. You're a little bit too clean. You've been in the car. How's the car going?
No, I like being clean. Our Fangio.
This is the face of happiness right here.
As riders collect more cards, some hands are better than others. And not having much luck with his, Paul tries his street hustling skills.
I can sell you 6 matching jokers. I'll get rid of these bloody things yet.
However, in the true spirit of the day, everyone's there for the charity and a bit of fun.
What a great day.
Heading back to Bright for the last card, everyone's in cruise mode. It's any wonder this area of the northeast is so popular with Harley riders. Returning to Bright for their last card, some were very happy with their ride.
Get down to Bayford's, get one. You can't miss out. They'll run out of them eventually. Now anyway, we've got to check out these cards.
But has he got the H-Dtv winning hand?
Now, has Lucinda been down?
Yeah, she's had a pretty good hand too.
Is it up in the level of my hand?
I reckon it's pretty close. You're neck and neck, I would think.
Oh, crikey, all right. Well, maybe one more then.
All right, one more for you.
Oh, gee.
Paul selects his last card and hands over his generous donation before he gets some news.
Dundo told us you're actually not allowed to play.
You're kidding me? That's $200.
It's all for a good cause, Paulie, so don't worry, mate.
Well, that it is.
Up in Bright and back from the poker run, Lucy's greeting returning riders.
Tell us a little bit about your weekend.
Oh, this is my 2nd year and it's been really good riding, great people, the roads are great.
I can't believe how everyone gets along up here. Everyone's friendly.
She's the best lady you'll ever meet. Next to my wife.
Now listen, I've even noticed you're riding in the opposition.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, this one.
Well, you can come up here on a postie bike. It wouldn't make any difference. It's just a great weekend.
It is, isn't it? And how about the food? Every meal that I've had here has been amazing.
Yep. No, it has all the shops and the takeaway shops.
They cater for everything, even ice cream. Hi. All right, what's yummy?
I like salted caramel.
Maybe the salted caramel and the Malteser. Yeah. You beauty.
Lucy's having the time of her life, and heading back to the main stage, it seems she's not the only one. But never far from anyone's mind is the real reason they're here.
We want to let you know exactly why you're all at this festival. We decided as a foundation to give our funds raised to 2 charities. One is the Deborah Foundation, which is a disease called EB, but the other one is good friends of ours, Rob and Kylie Truan. They lost their young fella, Cooper Truan, to SUDS.
And as a brand like Harley, we're 100% behind raising much needed funds for both of those charities.
Okay, everybody, what we're going to do now, this is a video, it's a presentation. This video here is through the eyes of Eliza, and she's going to tell you what you guys have done in the last 5 years.
The worst disease you've never heard of.
So I have EB, which is a rare genetic skin condition that I was born with. It involves a lot of open wounds, blisters, bandages, hospital appointments. It varies in pain depending on the wound or the area, but it can feel like burning, stinging, like a sharp stabbing pain. Even when I'm sleeping, I still feel that pain. is like somewhere inside my head. It's always pushing me to my limits, and it's always pushing me past my limits. So my bath contains salt. It also contains a small amount of bleach, normal house cleaning bleach. So the money that has been donated from Brighter Days has gone to various things. One of them, the EB nurse program that keeps nurses involved at the hospital specialising in EB. It's amazing the people that have come to Brighter Days, and I'd just like to say thank you for everyone that has come and attended Brighter Days, and everyone that has donated it. It makes a big difference in our lives, and we thank you very much for it.
Eliza down here, very brave to do that. It's a good job.
What an amazing couple of days it's been for the opening of the Brighter Days Festival, with a feeling of charity that was over the top. There's been great riding, bikes, cars and music, delivering a weekend of non-stop fun, with headliners Joe Camilleri and Metal as Anything taking the party into the late hours. We'll take that on board, Greedy, and be back with the second part of the Brighter Days Festival next time on H-Dtv.
Gotta get on the road, gotta get on the gas. Got that white line fever, I really wanna pass. Gotta stay on the road, that feels like home. While sitting on my Harley, I'm never alone.
H-Dtv is brought to you by Harley-Davidson Financial Services, Northside Harley-Davidson, and the Fraser Harley-Davidson Group, Gasoline Alley Queensland, Geelong Harley-Davidson, and the Bayford Group, celebrating 100 years, along with Harley-Davidson Australia.